Wake that ass up.
Get up and get turned up with DeDe in the morning.
We get wild a bit.
Jay and I watched this show for years.
Yeah?
Now, I haven't watched it lately. Have you watched it lately? And I hate to say this because she's here, one of the stars from the show. Everybody, you got to give it up from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Give it up for Kenya.
Hey,
Kenya.
Well, I know why you haven't watched because I haven't been there.
You haven't been on,
yes,
have you?
I appreciate
That's
it.
it.
Being all pretty in real life.
Isn't she? I know.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't call, and I didn't say reality star. You're a TV personality.
Yes.
Like you've achieved a lot.
I hate to be categorized as a reality star because my career started 25 years before Real Housewives.
When you won Miss USA?
Miss USA. Or even before that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Before Miss USA?
Well, I was modeling. I was doing covers of magazines in Michigan where I'm from. But
okay, so you were just always pretty, and everybody's like, we want to put her on the front of a magazine, make her a model.
But it's really true, like in person. Like a lot of times you see people on TV and they come in and you're like, okay, well, you know, there's little filters or something on TV. But you
you really are gorgeous.
Beautiful in
Thank
person.
you.
Yeah.
In real life.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
let's talk first of all that you're no longer on The Real Housewives, but I'm hearing you're coming back, right?
Well, I think that's a rumor.
Oh, okay.
I think, we're trying to figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you don't want to.
So it could
It
happen.
could go either way.
Okay. The reason why you left is, and tell me if this is true, I heard rumors that you didn't want to present or put your husband on the show. Is that what it was?
No, that's not true. My husband didn't want to be a part of it because of how they portray black men. And I think, quite honestly, he didn't like how I was being portrayed.
Right.
Because he knew my heart, and he's like, this is not who you are. And I just think all of that made him just want to pull away from it versus, like, diving in.
So when you look back on the shows, right, and how they did portray your image, what is fact versus false? Like, how did they portray you, and how are you really? You know what I mean? What did you see on the TV that you were like, no?
Well, first of all, I think it's a good indication because before I ever did Housewives, you never heard any crap about me.
That's true.
I'm a professional. I'm a sweet girl. I'm a loyal person. I was never out there in the streets like that with guys. Like, I was just minding my own business,
right.
and people like really appreciated the fact that I was a good girl, basically.
Right.
So then I go on Housewives, and all that like changed in like a matter of 2 episodes.
Because you know what it probably is? Because they probably made it seem like, if you were competing in Miss USA, and some people say it could be very catty in those type of environments, they were trying to stereotype you probably, and you played into it.
Trying to make a good story.
Yeah.
And then you
And you didn't take no crap from Nene.
Yeah. I mean, I don't take any crap from anybody. I'm from Detroit. But so I don't usually try to start anything, but things come to me. But listen, I've made mistakes on the show. I look back sometimes and I cringe and like, oh my God, why did I do that? That was so crazy.
Do you have any regrets for doing it?
I don't have any regrets of anything in my life, no matter how bad it is, because I think you can always learn from experiences. And that's what life is. You have to go through it to come out on the other side. Like, okay, I see what I did wrong or what I could gain from it.
Wow.
So when did the turn up happen? Like in the show, when you're doing the show?
The turn up was my first episode.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it really was.
I mean, that was my first episode. But you know what? 6 years later, I think that definitely people can see my heart more, who I really am in the 20 minutes that you see me on screen. And I just think you have to decide for yourself what is a person really.
Wait, you know what is just hitting me? Did Beyonce quote you in her song?
Yes,
like,
twirl
on them haters.
She didn't quote me, but
That was
I
the
made
reference.
twirl a
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
And I love, first of all, I'm a Beyonce stan, and so I am obsessed with her entire
Me
family.
too.
But then she, after the Super Bowl, she said, oh, yes, it was Gone with the Wind fabulous.
That's right.
So,
Yeah.
that's mine exclusively, too. So I kind of want to feel in my heart like she's a Kenya Moore fan, I'm going to hold on to that hope.
So everybody, we are talking to Kenya Moore, and she's here because, you have a line of hair care products, and we're going to get all into that. But, of course, you being on a show that was the hottest show for a long time. So as we talk about some of the ups and downs of being on this show, because we hear some of the craziness, the one thing is you guys all make a lot of money outside of just appearing on there, right? Because do you ever feel like having this line for hair care, would it have happened if you weren't on the show?
You know what? I think things happen in God's speed, and I have always wanted to do a hair care line because I have a passion for hair care, since I was a little girl, and I just think the timing was right. And obviously, one of the reasons I wanted to join Real Housewives is because that platform,
the opportunity,
you can go anywhere from it, or you can make the most of it. And so we're seen in over 200 million homes around the world.
Oh, wow.
I didn't realize that.
I didn't either.
Yeah, so basically it's a launching pad, and it's an amazing platform, and so I wanted to use it. I already knew coming in what I wanted to do.
Do you ever regret that you showed a very, very special, tender moment, a vulnerable moment when you went to visit your mom because you didn't have that relationship growing up? Do you regret that?
Again, I don't regret anything. It needed to happen. And I was happy that my dad was there.
I love him.
Yeah.
I loved you guys' relationship.
My dad has knocked on her door with me many times.
Oh, wow.
So when I was a little girl.
Yeah.
And so he knew what was going to happen.
You're such a daddy's girl, and that's what I loved about watching you guys. Like, it was so beautiful.
He supported me, and it broke his heart too, because he remembers all the times he knocked on that door.
Oh, wow.
When I was a child, and she wouldn't answer.
So now that you're a mother, and before we even get into the motherhood, let's talk about you found a man, Jade.
Okay. We have to talk
that
about
ring.
this.
Yeah.
Because, recently Sierra just came out and she basically revealed what she prayed for and manifested in her man.
Yes.
Your show, you always, you were looking for love, relationships weren't working out, but you found the one. Number one, how did you know he was the one? And then number two, was there what's the secret sauce, girl? Because it seems like you got a good one and you guys are really happy now.
That's a tough question. So how did I know he was the one? When we had our first meeting, so we talked on the phone before, when we had our first date in person. I walked out of that date after, and I called Cynthia and I said, I don't know what just happened, but I just met my husband. And I didn't ever think I was going to be that girl that would be able to say that. But I was like, I just met my husband. I just knew.
Wow.
I just knew. I was vulnerable with him. I came scrubbed face. I didn't have on, tight clothes or whatever. I just said, you know what? I just want
you a regular
to present me.
Yep.
I want him
awesome.
to see me. And if that is not good enough, then that's okay.
And he thought you were beautiful.
Oh yeah, he likes, he's a natural guy. He doesn't like anything.
All the
I
girls
love that.
do.
How do you-
Ooh.
that ring right there.
6 months later, I think he proposed.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's when you
6
know.
months later.
I think so. Yeah.
Wow.
Now you guys have
We knew.
You have a baby.
Right away.
Yeah.
Yes.
How old is your daughter?
She just turned 6 months and she's cutting teeth right now.
No.
We're going through hell.
Oh.
My baby, she's such a sweet, happy baby, and just to see her crying and her lip quivering and real tears coming out, it just breaks your heart as a mother.
This is so beautiful though that you remind everybody and give people hope. A lot of women say, it's like it's
for
never
sure.
too late.
It's never too late.
You got to be patient. You got to wait because when it's there, it's right. You know what I mean? When you wait. So
I wanted to be married. I wanted a family.
Right,
I didn't
but you
just
knew
want
what
a
you
baby
wanted.
daddy. I didn't want to just have a boyfriend. I didn't want to just have a child. I wanted to have a family because of my own experiences of not having one.
I get
as a
that.
mother and what happened.
And maybe I missed this. Did you have your eggs frozen, or was the baby naturally conceived? Because I froze
it
my
was
eggs.
naturally, but we did IVF.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I do tell girls who are young, as soon as they can think about it, just go and freeze them. That's your insurance. Do a few cycles.
Yeah.
Because half of those won't be viable.
Right.
So now, Kenya, you got it all. The husband, very handsome husband, and
Thank
the beautiful
you.
baby.
Thank
Your
you.
body's back. I see it.
Banging.
Getting
Yes.
there. Thank you.
You're
but
I'm like,
trying.
wow. Now let's talk about your hair care products and your line. Tell everybody a little bit about it.
So I developed this line about 4 years ago, and it's really focused on repairing your hair and getting it back healthy so that you can so it can grow if that's what your goals are, your hair goals are. As a child, my grandmother used to always tell me that hair is your crowning glory. So that just really stuck with me, and I've just loved just being able to develop something for women that can feel good about the hair that's growing out of their head. I mean, we got all these wigs and weaves and lace fronts and braids, and it just really damages our hair most of the time. And so women feel like they have to cover their hair up. But for me, I wanted to develop something that will make their own hair grow and get healthy so that they can just be proud of the hair that's growing out of their head. You can still wear the weaves and the options and all that, but do you love the hair that's growing out of your head?
I love that.
The one you don't want to see this growing out. got that dirty red.
Well, that's right. No, that's why we got the Kenya Moore hair care for
Because
you.
I really like this. You have the growth repair shampoo.
Yeah, shampoo, conditioner. We have a mask. We have a serum we cannot keep on the shelves. It
Really?
is amazing. It's
Good
selling
for
out
you.
all the Sally stores. We have something for your edges to help grow those back.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just really focused on getting your hair back healthy.
Because I've seen you on the show. You have very beautiful hair, and
Thank
you
you.
said
And
you
it's
will
online.
wear. Yeah, you will wear weave, but
yes, let them know.
but you will wear it. But you
Waist
don't-
length,
Look, she's like
22 inches.
I know that's right. Go ahead, girl. So wait, and you were saying also on the show you have worn weave, right? But you don't
I have
like
to protect my hair,
Right.
but I have an aversion to weaves. I do. I have to admit that. But sometimes, like if you do a movie, if you're doing a long project, you don't want all that heat in your
Right.
hair every day.
That's
Right.
so true.
You know what I'm saying? So either you do a protective style or you do it in waves.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But first season, second season, I never put anything in my hair.
Yours is so beautiful
Yeah.
and
It is
healthy.
beautiful, and I love the fact that the products are like sulfate free, paraben free.
It's over 95% natural. We don't have
love
any.
that.
We don't have silicones. We don't have minerals.
Because that's all
oil.
I will use now is the sulfate free.
You
And
have
it's
to.
hard to find though.
It's detergent.
Yeah.
It's like harsh detergent, like they put in Tide to wash your floor.
Yeah.
Why would you put that in your hair?
Right.
Wow.
But people use it in their products because it's cheap.
yeah.
So you don't want any of that.
You're going to be at Sally's. You're in town.
Yes.
Because you're going to be at Sally's Beauty Supply store in
Sally
Frisco.
Beauty.
Sally Beauty.
Yep.
In Frisco.
Yes. I have been in. Now we start off in the test market with Sally, 85 stores, and we've been expanded to 2,200 stores.
Congratulations
Yes.
on that.
Double minority, black owned 100%, a woman. I invested in myself. When I wanted to do this line, I didn't go to investors. I said, you know what? I'm going to use my own little coins. I'm going to put it in this little cookie jar over here. And
Go
I'm just
get
going to
it.
slowly finance my own line. And I always recommend girls, don't buy that designer bag. Don't go get the designer shoes.
There you go.
If you got $5,000 worth of designer stuff in your closet, do you have
Exactly.
$5,000 invested in
And come
you?
on, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
So
What?
for me, I just want to say empower yourself. And in that way, you're not looking, oh, how do I do this? How do I get the money for that? Put that money away, that $3,000 bag or all that, you rush into the store to buy Louboutins and all that. Come on. What
love
do
that.
you have?
Right.
Just put your little change away. Get a little account that says you.
I
You
love
know,
that.
Be your own boss.
Well, you're going to be at the Sally Beauty in Frisco tomorrow from 1 to 3.
Yes.
And this is the one off of Legacy, I believe, in Frisco.
Yes, it's off of Legacy.
11550 Legacy, everybody. The Sally Beauty in Frisco. Kenya Moore will be there from 1 until 3.
Yes, come early. Get your Kenya Moore hair care products. You can look online, figure out what you want to buy. Kenya Moore Hair. Thank you guys for supporting me.
Oh, wow.
I mean, you really
Congrats.
have made me feel so proud of all the things that I've been
Congrats.
doing. And I
Congrats,
really
girl.
appreciate it.
Congrats. You're great.
Yay.
Y'all give it up for Kenya Moore.
Wake that ass up.
Get up and get turned up with DeDe in the morning.
Get wild a bit.